hate when people threaten frivolous lawsuits, and especially because they basically brought themselves into the matter. And what I'm talking about is when people, as I said, bring themselves into a matter and then they get mad when they're brought up in connection to the matter and they threaten to sue. For example, and I've blogged about this, my cousin Mia Danilovich, I'm still calling for a boycott on her because she got mad at me when she added me as a friend on Facebook after I posted that we're related and, oh, we happen to be related to a guy who is an IRS agent. And I posted this on Urban Dictionary, and I didn't mention that, he is unfortunately who he is otherwise. And I've discussed that matter on my blog as well. But back to the point. So Mia gets mad at me and says I need to remove the post, which I can't do, and I try to remove the post. And so she says she's going to contact her lawyer, blah, 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 blah. She gets mad at me when I pretty much call her bluff. And she says, "You're a fucking psycho!" And this and just everything else. And I've also gotten threats from other people in the past about the same thing. And then some kid recently threatened me. He's all the way in Papua New Guinea, so he'd be wasting his time to come over here just to file a frivolous lawsuit. He got mad at me because his name was used in connection to hating Geraldo Rivera regarding Casey Anthony when he brought himself into the matter in the first place. And he's like, "Oh, you're using my name in the video, please remove it, da 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 da." Well, if he didn't bring himself in to attack Geraldo and to attack others, although Geraldo's a public figure, so he really can't do much anyway. If this guy who's threatening a lawsuit against me didn't bring himself into the matter, then his name wouldn't have been used. So, there are just other examples of frivolity that I could give, but I think that you get my point. And let me add as well that these frivolous lawsuits that are actually filed, not just threatened, but actually filed, clog up our court system. And having had to go through the court system in a way when I was younger, since I had to be a semi-witness at a civil trial, it was really more talking to the judge, but it's still kind of a semi-witness thing, even though we've been in our chambers, not exactly in the courtroom. My point is, having been through the court system and then having seen some hearings for various matters, I can tell you that if people would start reneging from filing frivolous lawsuits, our court system would be able to function better, and all these hearings and other processes that have to occur would be much more expedited, would be much more organized, and I could go on and on and on, but I think you get the point. Well, take care and have a good evening.